everybody, BG here. Welcome back to the We Can't Pick a Title podcast.
Hey, we can't pick a title at all. We keep trying, but it's, week after week, keep trying, but it's just not going to work, I don't think.
I think we already picked it.
We picked it. That's we decided now.
You can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose.
I've tried, and my friend didn't like it.
They get away. I think it's your sharp nails.
I can pick it, but you don't want to eat it after. Because it's somebody else's, right? So
unless you're working on building up your immune system. You need to call in sick tomorrow. It's
a good system,
Yeah. You could just take food from a kid.
I was going to say, isn't that what parents do with their kids?
Have toddler offer you a Cheeto or something.
Just swap boogers from kid to kid.
Yeah.
It's like a measles party, but like a booger party.
A measles party?
Yeah, like where they get one kid that has measles, they have a party where they bring all the other kids over to get measles so that they all get it early rather than getting it later on in life where you get
sterility and stuff.
Yeah, makes it really bad.
That's how you gesture and you're drunk.
Yeah, I sort of just did this motion.
Like a stabby.
I'm doing like a hard pointing gesture downwards towards my junk.
Yeah.
Kind of deal.
That's what you guys are missing. Sorry about that.
We'll get that on video
JT
eventually.
over here with the gestures.
Oh, right. I'm the gesture guy. Gesture? Jester.
Court gesture. I
was listening to a podcast not that long ago. Can't remember which one it was. I think it was a Bailey Sarian one. Yeah, it was. It was her Dark History. And she was talking, it was all about jesters, court jesters back in the day. And that she said the first jesters were actually the royal priests or whatever the word was, bishops and stuff back in the day.
They had to do double duty, like the hairdressers being surgeons or barbers being surgeons.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
Cool. You
Same
wear a
sort of
couple
deal,
hats.
right? And I just assumed it was they could get away with it, because you can't off with his head, with a priest, the high priest.
Does God want you to do that?
God said I should roast you.
God said funny jokes inserted here.
He said really lay into the king, verbally.
Not in front of anybody.
Oh yeah, in front of everybody.
What?
Oh yeah, his whole, court.
I thought that was when the king gets disrobed or something. That's the emperor's. Never mind.
That's the emperor's new clothes. That's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother fable.
Yeah, exactly. So we got a little bit of a loose ends edition.
Yeah, hey,
for
those
near the end of the year,
tie
everybody's wrapping it up with their nice little crap. They're getting all their crap together.
We'll have to time it out and see what's going to be the last one before New Year's. We'll have to do some sort of special thing. Auld Lang Syne, my dear. Isn't that how that goes?
I don't know. What's you're saying?
He's
songing at you, though.
Yeah.
He's songing.
I can't remember what it actually stands for now. Auld Lang Syne. All the signs? No. I saw the sign.
I think it's Old
and
Angs.
Opened up my eyes, I saw the sign. And no one's going to drag you up. And then in the life where you belong. Now where do you belong? Man, that's such a good song.
It's catchy.
Yeah, it was really catchy. Still is, I think. We should find out, listen to that, and see if it still holds up today.
Like Waterfalls.
I was listening to Steal My Sunshine earlier. Right? That was pretty good.
Yeah, I was witness to that.
See what I just cracked open here?
Dos Locos.
Dos Locos. That's two locos. There's like two locos. There's two locos.
More than one.
It's not like you're too loco. There's two. Yeah, there's more than one loco.
There's one loco, and then there's another
it's like a
loco.
Exactly. There's two crazies.
Huh.
Right? So I don't know what it stands for.
I'm not sure how you're gonna feel after it.
But it's a tequila margarita.
In a can?
In a can.
In a tall can.
In a tall can. It's got the old sugar skulls on it. It's I don't see anybody else drinking it, but it's really hard to find.
Yeah.
So
that's probably why, because nobody drinks it.
Nobody drinks it, I guess.
Yeah.
And what are you rocking over there? Stiegel.
I got Radler, which is a grapefruit beer situation.
Made by Stiegel.
Yeah.
I assume that's how you say it. It's got the old German writing.
And with some stairs or something and a grapefruit on the front. It's pretty fancy.
That's
Also, a tall can, so that's how you know how fancy you are.
the taller the can, the fancier.
Yeah.
I think is how they say that.
Yeah, closer to God.
You know, yeah, you see the queen and her cans.
Godliness.
You see the size of the queen's cans?
Not anymore. They probably flattened out if she's on her back.
Oh, a little flatter than they used to be
just taught
a few
me
weeks
anything.
ago.
Pancake breasts.
I'm sure I want to see those now. I totally did before.
Yeah, you like that look on my face?
Yeah.
You're like, you know what I really miss is the queen's boobs.
Queen E's boobs. That's what I call her.
Yeah.
Queen E. That's what, you know. Those of us in the know, we're cool with each other like that. The queen.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And other refreshments we have here. We got a little care package kind of deal with we got all-in-one sort of supply. It was pretty good. We got some firewood and we got some fireweed or weed that you light on fire.
Ooh.
I guess from Dr. Waffles and Dr. Catastrophe.
Yeah.
You know?
Dr. Catastrophe stuff we had the other night, that was delicious.
Dr. Waffles we had the other night.
Oh.
Not to correct you in front of everybody, you know. But.
Okay, I'll go sit in the corner with my dunce cap on. It's all good. I get things wrong. It's okay to get things wrong.
It happens.
You know it's not okay to get things wrong?
We're using code words with names, and it's okay to get things wrong. I think that's how you bounce back, right? It's how you get up off that horse. Or falling off the horse or something. Anyway, we had the Purple Kush the other night from Dr. Waffles, and now from Mr. Catastrophe, Dr. Catastrophe. I don't know what's better. Mr. Catastrophe sounds like pretty badass.
Did he go to catastrophe school?
Catastrophe medical school.
I don't know if I'd want that for a doctor. It's a little spooky name.
Yeah, I don't know
call
how
me
much.
Dr. C.
There you go.
Like, what could that possibly stand for?
Ooh, Dr. Cat. Meow. I kind of like that. Anyway, we had the Purple Kush from Dr. Waffles. It was really good. It was actually pretty darn good. And now we're about to try this banana creme de menthe from Dr. Catastrophe. That's French. I assume that's French for catastrophe. I can't remember what that show was called. The guy who bought all the military vehicles and all the military stuff, and he just kept catastrophe. He kept saying,
it was like like a how-to kind of show.
Yeah. He would buy the old military vehicles and different things, and then fix them up and then resell them. And
you could probably type it in, and it would pop up.
Catastrophe.
Do 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 do.
Anyway, it doesn't really matter. We can look it up some other time.
We tried searching for it, couldn't find it, folks. But
it
it's
happens.
Okay.
Back to the bowl.
Anyways,
I always say.
Jason.
Remember, I'm always saying that. Back to the bowl. What's that thing? Back and bowl. Isn't that your thing? What movie was that from?
That was from Steve Martin in Roxanne, I think it is.
No, because I'd seen Roxanne lots. It was another one that I'd never seen before, and we watched it. I remember the first time.
Well, there you go.
We'll have to look something else up now. It was there was like the soul or the spirit or somebody was in the bowl, something like that. Steve Martin back in bowl. All of Me.
Yeah.
All of Me. That's what it's called.
It was a good show.
Yeah, I remember you really liking it.
Yeah, I've only seen it like 2 times. Once in the theater, and then once with you, like 10 years
really?
ago.
Oh, I thought it was a whole thing where you'd like grown up watching it.
We didn't really watch TV much growing up.
Oh, right.
We'd like rent a movie,
Right.
maybe once a month or something.
We've been over this, yeah.
Yeah.
The movie would be like how to
together.
chop more firewood, or how to.
It'd be Littlest Hobo or some sort of feel-good movie.
That's great.
Or animal situation.
What was the animal one back in the day? The bear or something? It was like all about a bear cub.
This is great information.
Amazing,
Jason.
man.
Thank you for all of this.
Coming up with all
You're
the
coming
info.
up with all the dead weight Thompson over here. Reminiscing about stuff I don't remember.
What's that other thing that we don't really know anything about that we should talk about? Remember that thing?
On air.
It's a Dos Locos
He's just like drinking it hard and making wet sounds. Do we have any people listening anymore?
No. They're all
Everybody
gone.
left.
Yeah, they had too much slurping.
First 5 seconds. They're out.
Too much bullshit that I don't know about. You know, they're like, I come on this podcast to really learn about like Muppets and bulls.
Yeah.
And that's really about it. You know.
Trying to learn English here, people.
So banana creme de menthe. Should we try it?
Go for it.
Finally? 18 minutes later? You know.
Do 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 do.
Ooh, draws like a pencil. I've been watching the Celebrity Jeopardy lately. That's been pretty good. I've been kicking along with that. You know.
Yeah, you like that show?
I do.
I think we talked
like
about
it.
that last episode too.
Lattice episode.
In the lattice episode,
That was a good
you
one.
weave it in with the other episodes. You know,
I think I like
the
Jeopardy,
lattice one.
not even just Celebrity Jeopardy. I like Jeopardy of all types, you know. But, you know, that's just me.
Yeah.
But I got nothing.
What's your conspiracy about Karens?
Oh, right.
You brought that up the other episode.
Tie up some loose ends there.
Yeah, it's like, loose ends edition. I didn't realize there was going to be a lot of dead ends.
Dead ends edition.
Sorry guys, sort of turned out to be a dead ends one.
That's awesome. Cooking hot.
I can tell you're having trouble.
Very sweaty.
Do you want to tell us a story about Karens, or what's your deal there?
So, my conspiracy theory about Karens is, well, let's establish conspiracy theory first, I think. You know,
Okay.
I consider myself a
Strap
conspiracy
in.
theorist, but it doesn't mean I believe in every conspiracy that's out there.
Yeah, that'd be stupid.
Well, but I think a lot of people think that like if you think this, then you must think there's also a flat Earth.
There's a correlation to it. You
Yeah,
have to
that
believe
if
them
you're
all.
this stupid to believe this, then you must be this stupid to believe that.
Yeah, no, that's like saying all gay people fuck all the other gay people.
Right. Yeah, I don't
no.
think that's a thing
No,
at all.
that's not.
I don't think that's
Maybe
even
if
physically
there's
possible.
Promiscuous people fuck promiscuous people. Doesn't matter what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah, you
but
can't
not
have
every,
blanket. Yeah.
You know, yeah, okay.
So not all conspiracy
Right. Yeah,
people
so
believe
quit
all
stereotyping, you know, us conspiracy theorists. I genuinely
The bird's like,
oh,
get on with it, Thompson.
he's not into it.
So you believe?
I actively look up, or did before anyway, certain times in my life, like actual conspiracy theories that have happened and came out, and now so many years later, that was actually true.
Yeah.
That kind of deal. So lots of them have become true. Anyway, I look and read between the
you're
lines,
right.
and I try to, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
In the end, I'm right, basically.
That's what I'm hearing.
And we're done. The end of the episode. We're good. You know?
Oh, sorry, guys.
Sorry.
It's a real
Just
dead
kidding. Don't
ender.
go. Don't go.
Don't go.
Don't go. We need you.
Jason's
We love
got
you.
something up his nose.
So
sleeves
my thing
today.
with Karens is that it was sort of invented and the narrative was really pushed so that if anybody had a problem,
if somebody stood up for themselves,
stood up
it
for
could
themselves,
be dismissed
or
as a
I want to
bad
speak
person.
to your manager, I want to speak to your supervisor, that kind of deal, then you're automatically a Karen or
Well, you
a
can't-
troublemaker or
Can't call them a bitch.
yeah, exactly.
Or a C word.
Right, exactly. You just get fired, you know, I would assume,
Well.
still. But, you know, that's my whole thing, is that, so that it's a faux pas to even make a gripe at all now, even if your coffee's cold or your whatever. And I've seen a lot of Karen videos and a lot of other videos where it's like, okay, these people are obviously pissed off about their own lives, and they got to take it out on the person making $13 an hour.
Yeah,
you
like
know, kind of deal.
misdirected anger from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
From whatever.
Yeah.
You know, from a lack of freedom
But there's
or
shitty,
something that
shitty
they feel.
people of all genders that do that.
Oh, for sure.
But
Yeah, no, it's
yeah.
not just white middle-aged ladies.
Yeah.
You know, for sure. There's people that freak out all the time. But I watched this Aussie Man video earlier, and it was all about bad people.
Yeah.
And one of the very
Sense of
first videos,
entitlement and stuff.
yeah, it was like a guy that was like, his very first word was like, yeah, I want to speak to your supervisor, you know, and then Aussie Man paused it and was like, oh, he's one of those kind of people. I'm like, you didn't even know. We haven't even seen the video. We don't even know what has happened yet. But automatically it's, oh, he's one of those kind of guys.
Well, you don't want to be a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
People are just trying to do their fucking job, too.
So I think there's definitely a fine line between, staying calm and being rational and explaining your side of things to a supervisor or another person and understanding that they're just fucking making their living, and they don't want to put up with your shit either.
There's a way to go about doing it, too, like elbowing your way in over top of other people to get in there to be like, my issue is more important than everybody else's. Is like, I think that's the biggest struggle with people that get called Karens, or you just can't call them a bitch, and maybe there was too many people named Karen that stood up for themselves. My mom's name was Karin, like Karrin, but everybody called her Karen.
Yeah, that's what you would see or something, right?
Yeah,
and if everybody else called her that, everybody probably just assumed that was her name.
I don't use the term because my mom's passed away, and I feel like you're using my mom's name blasphemously.
Yeah.
My mom owned her shit, but she also was polite and respectful, and if she had to go talk to somebody, she would go and talk to somebody, but she wasn't about to make a scene and disrupt everybody else.
Yeah. Listen to me.
She's doing it.
I need to be heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
that entitlement and the not being aware of other people around them and the effect that they have on them, which is sort of what they talked about on the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia podcast. That was it Glenn that was saying that his biggest bugaboo or whatever is people that are oblivious to everybody else around them and then just stomp along and, just...
His thing is like not more, but like more focused on like people chewing loudly. I love that he does that.
Was it one of the other people then talked about that?
His thing is that like people chewing loudly is part of that genre of people just being oblivious to other people and how they feel and how you are to those people. Yeah. Kind of deal, How
what you do affects the people around you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that, to me, the other part of it is like, is it really worth that much energy? Like, oh, they spelled my name wrong on the coffee cup, or whatever people gripe about, and but sometimes there's legitimate gripes, and
I don't know. I feel like when somebody spells your name wrong, it's disrespectful, and I have struggled with spelling, being dyslexic my whole life. I didn't know I was dyslexic until I got older and realized in my 30s that I'm dyslexic. Mm-hmm. And especially if I haven't eaten properly, then I really have trouble reading and writing. And so I don't know where I was going with that.
Dyslexic stuff.
Oh, spelling your name wrong. So I spell stuff wrong often, but living with somebody who is a meticulous speller and had a mom that was a meticulous speller, and really you notice
that's me.
Yeah. And your mom Brenda was dynamite at like editing and stuff because she was had that attention for detail and really knew her stuff. But it seems like a lot of people just don't care or whatever. They're like, you know what I mean, which is fine. Like, great, live your life like that, but
well, and that's my thing, is that, like, I consider it my superpower. It's not very super, but, I can, like, look at a page, and I don't even have to read the whole thing.
Menus.
I can just go boink and just hone in on the spelling mistakes.
Menus have spelling mistakes in
almost
them,
every menu.
I get to hear about it.
and I seriously, like, can't help it, because I don't even read it. I open up the page and I go whoink and I hone in on that one spelling mistake.
You recognize that the shape's wrong.
That's exactly what it is. I can tell right away, and for me, and then it's menus especially, because that had to go through a printer and an editor and somebody. But I've also done that. I've done the proofreading and everything, and some things do just slip by.
Yeah,
so I get that too.
And with stuff being on computer or whatever too now, sometimes it will self-correct or it will.
Right.
Do that kind of a thing where you're like, okay, like I typed in what I wanted and it changed it to the wrong there. Or...
Get these mother ducking snakes off this mother ducking plane.
Exactly.
Autocorrect.
That poor poster. They had to change it to a lot of ducks.
That poor poster. Yeah, they had
I don't know.
a whole bunch of ducks on a plane.
I don't know what was going on there. So anyways, Karen, so you're saying that people started using the name Karen as a way to dismiss women that are standing up for themselves?
Anybody, I think. Because now you can be a male Karen.
Can you?
Oh, I've seen lots of videos where that's what they call them, is male Karens.
I heard it was a Kyle, but maybe that's just people that... I've also heard Kyle used as a name for, like, somebody that beats their partner.
Oh, brutal, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I've never heard that one. Yeesh.
Yeah. I know. And I know a Kyle, and I love him.
Yeah, I was going to say, sorry, all the Kyles out there. You know, that's rough. Yeah, for sure.
It's not accurate.
I know for me, like, it's funny to say and funny to think of, but, like, if you were just all of a sudden, you know, if Jason was the thing, you know, just, oh, you're a Jason, hey, are you a bit of a Jason? I'd be like, you just have to go along with it. You can't just tell everybody to fuck off.
You really Munsoned that one?
I don't want to get Munsoned out here in the middle of nowhere.
So should we not use Decker Bowl anymore?
Oh, shit. I kind of like that, though.
By that logic.
Yeah. I was really hoping that would spread around, too, actually.
Okay, well, we'll get back to this one.
But what if it's a real trait, though?
I don't know.
Actually, it's funny. They were just talking about that on the SETI podcast, too. Because if the stereotype is real, but if the stereotype isn't necessarily for all people, all of those types of people, but there is stereotypes for a reason because some of those individuals are like that stereotype. You know, the example he was using was a gay guy that he knew. And then he had to go and act and play a gay person, a gay wedding planner. Yeah. And
he didn't want to be too stereotypical.
Right, and he said, I
didn't want to be flamboyant.
I mean, technically he was being stereotyped or stereotypical, but he was literally basing it off a guy that he knew, a friend of his. So is that being stereotypical? Because he knows that's not every single gay person. They weren't because the guy was super effeminate, I guess, you know. And so, like, but he knows not every gay person is like that. Yeah. So it's technically not a stereotype, but
is it?
It is because that's what the culture grasps onto and uses that as a stereotype. Yeah. Right. So you know, it's hard to know.
Are you perpetuating what was, or are you moving forward?
Right, which you'd always hope to move forward, and he even admits that, like, you know, he maybe went a little not too far. I can't remember. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but you know, and it just sort of.
I think and hadn't they encouraged him to be a bit more loosey-goosey too?
He asked, okay, so like 1 to 10. Yeah. You know, 1 is playing at just super bass, and then 10 is like super flamboyant. Yeah. And they said 11.
What's the personality?
We want an 11. He's like, really? Yeah. Okay. You know, and he thought of this guy that he went to Juilliard, and he was like a dancer kind of deal, and you know, so he based off of him, off this real guy, and he didn't really play it any more than the guy actually was, I guess, and so. And then they, I guess, ended up saying, okay, tone it down a little bit from that, you know, in the end. But, yeah, so, I don't know. It was just kind of...
And so were they calling him a specific name on that one, or...?
I assume he had a name.
No, but I mean, like a Steven, or
a... Oh, no. I don't even know how we got onto that topic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just talking about stereotypes and Karens and, you know, not every Karen is a Karen. There you go. That's your slogan.
There you go.
Not every Karen is a Karen.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Now that we know Jason's conspiracies and all the other ones. So you still got more there?
No. I was just going to say we never really answered the question last week about, we got talking about if, you know, a serial killer was to make something out of your skin or a body part or whatever, you know, something like that, what would you want it to be? And I don't re-listen to them. You re-listen to them, so you might remember. But I can't remember what we ended up talking about. But it wasn't that.
We didn't ask about like if a serial killer but I guess that could be a situation you could talk about. I think the question originally was that if you were to be made into something like how people can put like ashes in a necklace, in some like glass beads, or maybe made into a diamond or something like that, or a lamp, or a chair, like Ed Gein or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
and then
we ended up talking about Ed Gein and the chair.
And getting up and having somebody's face print on your ass or whatever. And you're like, God damn it, I shouldn't wear shorts here.
Right. Okay, so everybody just re-listen to that episode.
Yeah.
Go back and listen to that episode now.
So,
and we'll give you a second.
And you'd had a chance to think about what kind of furniture you would want to be if you were the victim of a serial killer that was arts and craftsy with skin?
Yeah, I'd like to think I could fight my way off, but if I didn't, for whatever reason.
Oh.
If
you weren't just like, hey, I'm getting some surgery, you guys want this flesh?
It was more like, hey, I saw this, is this an arts and crafts clinic going on here? Or I could sort of smell the leather tanning from way down the road. Just curious if there's some sort of workshop you're doing here.
Something.
Ed, what's going on here? Jesus Christ.
Ed's lamp store. Ed Gein reference.
Ed's artisanal furniture.
Aww. Yeah, so you asked me this before we got started, and my initial reaction was lamp, because then nobody can sit on me. Like, you asked me if I want to be like a chair, an end table, or a desk or something like that, have me made into something with your bones or whatever.
Well, that's I was thinking if you're just a piece of furniture, not necessarily like your body. Like if you were like, on Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where they go through the quantum drive or whatever it's called, and they do like a
no, I don't
bloop, 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 and then they turn into couches.
I didn't know about that.
You don't remember that? I don't know. We'll watch it later. Anyway.
Okay.
But, if like somebody could just push like a quantum button and all of a sudden you would turn into something else, but say like a piece of furniture or a piece of something in your house. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you could talk and you'd have lips. I was thinking of like Pee-wee's Playhouse. They had Cherry and Globy and a few others, and there was Globy the Globe and Cherry the Chair and Tabley the Table. I can't remember them all.
Towley? Was Towley there sometimes?
Yeah, he was smoking weed in the corner. Huh. Yeah. But I was trying to think of like what would you want to be? And you said lamp, right? Because I was thinking lamp with the serial killer thing. Because I'd like my hand to like hold onto a light bulb, and my elbow propped up on a table, and then holding onto a light bulb kind of deal. And then you like
in an arm wrestling situation.
Oh, I like that even.
You know
better.
what I mean? Like you're doing an arm wrestle.
Like a big tough guy.
Yeah, big
with the whole
bicep
and everything
really
too. Right, cut it off at the shoulder. All right, I like that.
But it's like poorly done, so it sort of looks like the tough guy fist that they're doing in Philadelphia.
In that case, I want to change it. It's a bicep. Why'd you put so many veins on it? That's so great.
It'll look better if you put more veins on it. That's what make it tell.
Maybe I want to change it into like an automatic bro handshake machine thing. Like an undercover brother. Like
after you wash your hands in the bathroom, then you get to do a special handshake to get out of the bathroom?
Well, definitely wash your hands first. To get out of the bathroom, you gotta do the special handshake.
Yeah, if you didn't wash your hands, you can't get back out.
Yeah. No, but if you were like, so would you be a lamp still? If like, an Ed Gein type of thing? Yeah. Yeah, you, the person that has the mustache.
I think, still like a lamp would probably be best for me if I had to be a piece of furniture.
Because then you don't get sat on.
I don't want stuff piling up on me or whatever, right? Like, not because I'm there, but I feel like feng shui and, they say, talk about all these people that, like, light up a room,
Oh, there you go. I like that.
People can say that about me, that I light up a room.
That's great.
You have whatever. You could just have, like, a ponytail over the edges or something.
Just red curls coming down off the lamp.
Yeah, totally not flammable
some
at
dreads.
all.
No, it'd be totally fine.
Yeah. It's going to be okay.
Just get a bit of a smell going. That's okay. Get that nice burnt hair smell going in your house, wafting through.
I felt like a nice lamp would be nice.
That's a good one. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I think I would be a desk. This much, I know it sounds super exciting.
Like like your face as like the little leather piece at the front that you have to write on, and it's really bumpy and a bitch to write on.
I'll get a sweet back tattoo, and then you can display that out.
Okay.
As like the leather writing pad.
Yeah, the hair is still going to be an issue.
Well, we'll shave it. We'll burn it off.
Okay.
It's
quick lighter to the back once you're gone, and it'll be fine.
A tiger torch.
It's not going to go back. Tiger torch. It's so refreshing. Your
Dos
margarita
Locos.
in a can.
Didn't we do Dos Locos for like one of the first few episodes? I remember saying Dos Locos lots of times.
Oh, you tend to do it every time you see them.
It's fun to say.
I can see that.
You know, I like to say it.
You're having fun saying it. People are having fun
I like to
hearing
hear
you
it.
say it.
That's
I'm sure.
Oh, MacGruber.
MacGruber.
Him and Chris Jericho go back.
Made a fucking movie, MacGruber.
You and your dick jokes. Oh, they're fun to say.
I like saying them.
I like saying them. I like hearing them. Well, that's why I say them.
That's, a little teeny slice of the MacGruber movie. What about your Pee-wee's Playhouse thing? Which kind of furniture would you want to be if that was the deal, if you were sentient furniture? Does it have to be furniture?
I guess it doesn't have to be furniture at all. But, like, I don't know what else you'd want to be,
I'd want to be a clock.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
Just like,
Because everybody looks at you, and rely on you. You want to be right all the time.
Again, mostly because nobody's sitting on me.
So, okay, it
And I
sets in
know
a theme.
I'm going to get my batteries recharged.
Not like
I'm pretty reliable.
a wind-up clock. Or like
I don't care. Sure, if you want
the old grandmother clock.
I don't care.
You're not a grandmother, I guess. But,
No.
Grandmother
Old maid.
grandmother farmer. I don't know. I got nothing. I was trying to do like a slang, or curse word, grandmother fucker kind of thing in there, but it just wasn't working.
Yeah, no, it sounds a little murdery.
Oh yeah.
Well, I listened to that episode where the murderer was going around getting all the old ladies.
Oh, okay.
Doing nasty stuff to them.
Farming the grandmothers. No, not farming.
So, Jason, what kind of Pee-wee's Playhouse thing would you like to be if you were a sentient being out of the...
I don't know.
Why'd you bring it up then?
I don't know. I come up
You
with...
just needed to know.
I just never really answer them. I come up with good questions
noticed.
and
That's
topics.
why we're having to do this cleanup episode. Which now I sort of feel like I'm cleaning my room instead of tidying up.
Well, that's okay too, though. It's about time,
Okay.
Dunk. I would be Mappy the Map.
Okay.
Maybe because then you could look at me and be like, oh, I'd like to go there. Ooh, that looks fun. I like over there.
Because your body's a wonderland.
Because my body's a wonderland.
Because of new GPS.
Is there any other
That was that.
world-related songs?
That was that song, yeah. It's a pretty good one. But
Oh, that song.
you love my
Fucking hate
GPS song.
that. I don't
Why
hate
do
it.
you
I shouldn't
hate
say
it?
it. Some parts of it are really good.
Super hard.
Yeah, I shouldn't say that.
Wow, Jason.
Well, you never know. It's just like... I always thought it was a fake song, like a parody at first or something, or
Could
like
be,
a
I'm not sure.
like a parody band is doing it. Can't really remember. You got to play it now. Is that what you're doing?
I was just gonna see who sings it. I just have glasses on that are only for far away, so I'm having trouble seeing. Alright. So if it's the one I think it is, it's by Will Roche.
Put it up to the mic when it gets...
Right?
That's the part that...
Don't play or hate. Come on. He's just trying to
He's
navigate.
just trying to navigate.
Come on.
And he's like navigating her body?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. GPS.
Does your body have GPS? Because I'm just trying to navigate.
It's a good line. I'll give it to him. It's a good line.
It's a catchy little tune.
Navigate. Does he have like whole thing about like longitude and latitude and?
No, it's not
No.
dorky. He's not a map.
He didn't pick a map for his furniture.
Exactly.
He picked like silk sheets on a bed or something.
don't know. Probably.
I you don't want to do that.
Why?
Silk
You
sheets
don't
on
want
a
to
bed.
get jizz all over you?
Yeah, that's mainly the thing. If it was like a, I don't know. What's that?
You want to be the bathtub? Just so you can be scummy?
Well,
So I hope you come back as a bathtub, you motherfucker.
he's a fucking scumbag. Real scum tub.
Oh,
Scum Tub. That's like my new punk band name. That's
don't
awesome.
do it. Nobody's gonna go.
We all Scum Tub.
Oh, don't do it. We are behind the back of your toilet. You are?
You are.
So we also talked about body part slang last time. It says here, why is calling someone a tit so different than calling them a boob? I don't think that I think that's sort of the same thing, tit and a boob.
Well, no, but like, you know, like when you call somebody a tit, it's more, they're usually like a weak little, or they're crying about something. Or
like a suck
like
tit?
a tit, you know, yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a tit,
See,
you know.
I don't think
and
they're
a
being
boob
called...
is like a dummy kind of idiot who doesn't think. You know, he's a real boob, you know.
Oh, I'd never heard
Kind
that
of
call before.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh.
Must be an Alberta thing.
I always thought that was, well, what do you mean?
Well, a tit was like a suck tit, which meant like sucky baby, like, you know,
Yeah.
like, get over yourself, you whiny little shit.
Yeah,
You
then
know.
if somebody was to say, like, oh, that person's a real boob.
Maybe somebody that's like goofing off,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, not
you know,
necessarily
like
dumb, but just
like clowning around in like a innocent sort of way.
okay, yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
That's, I don't know. I was thinking of that the other day when, I can't remember, I heard somebody call them a tit on some TV show.
Oh.
And I was like, I started to think about tit and boob and, you know, real booby, you know, kind of deal like that. And like just the difference between those,
Oh yeah.
you know, yeah. And why is there a difference? And why is body parts part of so much slang?
I don't
Right.
know. I would say because of what they do. You know, somebody's an ass, then they're probably like...
I mean, they don't stink necessarily. You don't think like, I mean, they might,
Maybe
but
they
that's
do.
not the first thing. You're like, oh, he was a real ass,
Yeah.
you know, or she was a real. I should stop using he, you know, down with the patriarchy, etc.
Oh,
I don't know.
don't want you to be sexist. Anybody can be
Yeah,
an asshole.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were a real ass. You
Yeah,
know?
well, normally you would be like
And then
asshole
ass-
for dudes and bitches for girls or something like
I
that.
guess,
but,
eh?
Yeah.
You know, and just how different, like, if you call somebody an ass versus an asshole, it's sort of a lot more,
Yeah,
seems worse connotation, right?
If somebody's an ass, they're being a donkey,
Right.
you know,
yeah.
like-
Yeah.
acting
Being a real horse's ass, I guess, right?
or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, just like
Yeah.
not smart or maybe doing stuff that's dangerous or something like that. But whereas if they're being an asshole, it's like they're just being malicious or mean or hurtful.
Yeah.
I would
And-
say
and-
that's how I...
And it's got to be just because the asshole is technically.
More graphic.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
It's more pungent.
Yeah. That's sort of looking
It's more of a pungent...
gives you that real kick,
weapon.
you know, kind of deal. And
Yeah.
all right. When you really want to insult somebody.
I guess.
Yeah. Hey. Yes. Well, that's I just.
You're
thinking
just
of that.
wondering about body parts and
Yeah, you
wanted
know,
to talk about
This
it a
is
bit.
what I think about when I'm driving across Island, basically.
Body
and,
parts.
You know, body parts and the slang around them and like giving head. You know, I assume I know why.
Why?
that one
Why
is.
do you think that is?
Well, because you're using your head, jamming it into places to do things.
Oh yeah.
You know, yeah.
You don't think it's because of the tip of the penis is called a head?
That's a good point. Shit. You just ruined my whole theory there. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably a lot more
'cause
likely.
It's slang for fellatio, right?
Yeah.
That's where you're going with that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because can you use it for like cunnilingus as well? The slang, giving
I don't
head?
think
Not
so
really,
because I
hey?
don't have a head down there. I think they call it giving face.
Yeah, I remember that one. For some reason, that just seems
Because it's
weird.
like you get
but
it
I'm
all
not
over
sure.
your
Yeah.
face. I guess if you're doing it right.
Well, that's manly. Well, you can still get it all over your face if you're doing it wrong, but you might be the only one that's enjoying it.
Yeah.
You just don't get a shiny of a face.
Maybe.
You know?
Not sure. Why are you giggling so much?
It's just funny
Funny stuff.
talking about floorgasms and stuff.
What? Tequila.
I gotta add a little. Yeah, I gotta aad a little flair onto
Okay.
everything. That's how I do. You know.
You're having some orgasms
Dos
on the
Locos.
floor? Is that what a floorgasm
Yeah,
is?
yeah. Floorgasm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've never had one?
Oh, I'm not. I'm just trying to figure out what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what they are.
Okay.
So basically, orgasm when you're on the floor,
Oh.
some type. Not necessarily on the you're not orgasming on the floor.
Oh.
You're like laying on your back on the floor or on your front on the floor.
Oh.
However you decide to floorgasm.
If you're on.
But lay down a towel. Let's just say that.
Just for sopping.
Yeah, mainly just for, you know.
Slip up so you slide around real fast.
Yeah, you don't want to come around the corner, you know.
Swiffer.
You don't want to come around the corner at all.
You don't want to get cat hair in your butt crack. That's what you're saying. Little bits of firewood.
Oh, get those slivers in there.
When you carry the firewood
ouch.
in.
Nothing
Yeah.
deflates a boner like a sliver in the butt.
Ow. Wow, there's your t-shirt.
There's
Found this week's t-shirt, guys.
There you go. There's your bumper sticker,
Holy
folks.
smokes. So I don't know if this episode, if I'll be less like sounding, I guess, or
Oh, there you go.
because I built my little
The people love to hear that.
my spit screen. So I'll give you a little without it. And this is with it.
Did you do it quieter? It sounded way quieter. Yeah, seems to help. It just seems quieter too, but
Well, it's
Doesn't
probably
really matter.
because there's less sharp sounds coming at your ears.
oh, I like that.
Anyways, thanks, Chris, for the design. It looks pretty fancy here. I wound up having to, my wire was a bit short on my spit screen, so I kind of curved it over so it's got like a little fancy sun hat / umbrella style. And it seems to be working great for this time.
It trips me out a little bit from this side because it sort of sometimes looks like a mustache.
And
but
it's
then,
like,
yeah, it's super.
Is that why you keep saying that I have a mustache?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not because I need to wax.
But it also sort of sometimes looks like a little duckbill
Like a little mouth.
kind of thing. Yeah,
It is kind of shaped right at you
like
there.
a little Muppet mouth.
And
Super
Jason looks
cute.
like he has pretty little Princess Leia ears on because his headphones were starting to you know how the
Peel.
vinyl will peel over the ears? And so he'd have little black bits all over his face for a day and a half. So I put little pantyhoses over top of them, so now he sort of looks like Princess Leia.
Yeah.
But he shouldn't have little black bits all over his face this time. We'll see. Might be super annoying. He might take them off.
Did you watch that Star Wars video I shared earlier about if stormtroopers could actually shoot? And,
No.
And actually, hit what they shoot at. It was awesome. It was just Leia's because in one scene she just runs out in the middle of the hallway as they're shooting at her, and she makes it alive and everything. So they're just
In the movie?
yeah,
Oh,
they just
okay.
shoot her in the back. And she's just oh crap! She flops down, and they're like, "You said gun, right? You saw a gun? Yeah. She was armed, sort of like that.
Oh,
Hey,
jeez.
yeah, it's awesome. They go through and they're like when Luke and Leia when he does the big swing on the cable across the thing on the Death Star and everything, and they're
Star Wars? Or
yeah,
something?
yeah, they're standing off to on Star Wars. Okay, let's start again. Have you heard of this movie Star Wars?
I think so.
It's got this
I think I
guy
know
named
some people
Spock.
I think that's a different show.
Oh shit,
You're thinking L. Ron.
L. Ron Hubbard. Shit, Scientology. That's another sci-fi. There you go. Sorry to all your Scientologists out there.
So can you share that one to the Facebook page so people can check it out?
L. Ron Hubbard.
No, your Princess Leia getting shot or
Oh,
whatever.
probably.
You think
Yeah,
is
that's
really
a good
funny?
idea. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was just I don't know. The guy shoots, I think it's Endor, the planet with all the Ewoks and stuff, and with the Death Star. He's like, well, that was easy. Sort of like that. It's just this is how it could have went if,
Yeah.
if they could actually aim and shoot. It was pretty good.
Oh, speaking of Ewoks, I got to watch a little video about somebody that had played a Ewok, and he was also in Willow, and he was in these Star Wars movies too now, or this latest one.
Warwick Davis.
Yeah.
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 He's awesome. Willow Oxford.
Yeah, so I guess there's a TV show, Willow, now, or coming out, or being filmed, or something like that.
I think the first couple episodes are out now.
Disney Plus or something.
Yeah, probably, eh?
And,
Yeah.
not that we're getting paid to tell you that, but,
We should be.
you know, I'm going to refer a lot of people to watch Willow. They're going to be like, her review was the tits and the boobs.
Yeah.
And a little bit of butthole.
It's definitely a show that's out there.
Yep.
That is there. So
And Jason said something, so I said something too.
That's our review.
Yeah, I didn't know that the actor had been one of the Ewoks, and I think he said he started acting when he was 7.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, hey? Super young. Yeah, that's crazy.
It looks like a great documentary or whatever about him.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
It was all about him?
Yeah, there's a documentary about him.
Oh, okay.
And there's a Star Wars movie coming out, or Star Wars something that he's in.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, because I think he was in all of them in one way or another.
Oh, yeah?
In not necessarily the old ones.
He was an
the
Ewok
bunch
in
of
the
newer
old
ones. Yeah, he was an Ewok in the old ones, and then
That
I
was
think
his
the newer
acting
ones they threw him
debut.
in different things.
And then the role of Willow had been written for him
Yeah, hey, yeah,
once.
yeah. That's
once he met
awesome.
him.
Yeah, that's so cool. And with George Lucas,
Yeah.
right? And then
Yeah.
Ron Howard directed. Yeah. I love that movie. I watched that so many times growing up.
Well, that's good. I
Yeah.
think I saw it one time.
We just watched it not that long ago, but I think it was sort of just background. Because I thought that you'd seen it a bunch of times, and
Nope.
but I forget that
We weren't
you guys
watching
weren't
TV
watching.
as
You guys were
kids.
doing chores and milking cows and
Well, we had
milking
one
horses.
cow. We milked goats.
Oh, there you go. That's even better.
Yeah.
It's more horns.
Yeah, we
I
didn't
guess,
always
right.
have goats, but sometimes we had goats.
Yay! And did you guys do stuff like make milk and drink goat's milk
What?
and cheese?
The goat makes the milk.
Yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
like drinkable goat's milk. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you pasteurize it or you just
We
suck
didn't
it.
have a pasteurizing
straight from
machine
the
or
teat?
anything. No.
No.
It
You did a couple
came in
times.
and went in a jar. No.
Oh, okay.
It came in. I would have got kicked in the face and then had to explain that to my mom. She would have been like, don't.
Tripped and fell right on this goat hoof.
Yeah, just rake all the way down. No thanks. I don't want to suck on goat titties.
So you guys drank it?
Yeah, we drank goat's milk, and there was like some kids on the island that were like lactose intolerant back in like the
Right.
early 80s or whatever. So
Right.
Mom would, like hook those people up that needed it.
Excuse me.
And she made cheese, so we always had goat cheese.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which was delicious.
Nice. She made her own cheese.
Oh yeah, it's pretty easy.
That's hardcore. You just got to squeeze all the fats out of it or something, and then, or the liquid.
No, we can look it up
Leave the
online.
fat.
It's kind of neat.
You don't want to go through the whole making cheese
It's
process.
been 40 years since I've made cheese. So
It's been. How's that song? It's been. And then, it's been 1 week.
yeah,
1 week since you looked at me. I'm
crossed your eyes
crazy.
and said,
I'm crazy.
"Yeah,
Yeah, is that how it goes? You know that song,
bare
everybody.
naked ladies."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, this is good guys. Good Canadian fellas. Jason's back on the weed again. I didn't have anything else to talk about really. So
Sports haircuts.
Oh
That
God.
was the other loose end that I got here.
Yeah, he had the loose end of that because we were talking about how mullets were hockey hair.
Turns out mullets are also football hair
Now, yeah.
now, but also football hair is super crazy, poofy, curly, like Hawaiian, Indonesian,
Like a
not
fro.
Polynesian. That's what I'm looking for.
Fro sort of shape. Big
Yeah,
circular,
but more curly down, like
flappy.
what's that show, Moana
Oh, okay.
or whatever? Not her, but the big surfer dude that comes in.
I don't know.
Maybe
the
it wasn't
show very
Moana,
good.
but maybe that's not the one we watched.
I don't know.
It was the one with the big surfer dude who's got big poofy hair. I don't know.
I'm thinking of the penguin surfing one. So
Oh yeah, Surf's Up. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Big poofy curly hair.
yeah.
That's like the new sort of style with football players, and
Did they call that a football cut?
I don't think so necessarily, unless you
So
got that
they're-
hair
Yeah.
and you're a football player.
So there,
You know,
there
I think
is
the whole magic is like stuffing it into a football helmet, and then they take it off at the end of the night or the end of the game. Like, whoa, look at that guy's hair.
Like
it
when
sorta...
ladies take off the motorcycle helmet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
In the 90s.
Yeah. And you shake it out. You do the long, fancy shake
like
out.
The Austin Powers.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
As a hairdresser, I haven't heard of any other sports having a haircut. Like, there's the Dorothy Hamill, which was, like, haircut that was, like, really, really popular in, like, the late 80s, early 90s, and there was lots of...
She was a figure skater, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of that Prince Valiant sort of
where it's like
looking,
sort of almost like a bowl cut, but
but a little
undercut.
Doopier. No, it's not undercut.
Oh no,
no. There's like bangs, and then there's like shoulder length part, but it's all kind of like rolled under.
Nice.
And combed really
sort of like
flat.
a Laura Ingalls, Little House on the Prairie kind of thing.
Didn't watch that.
Oh, okay. we gotta up your watching game.
No thanks. I watch way too much TV already.
I thought we were already doing that. But catch up on the old school stuff. Yeah. You know. I was thinking there's a lot of boxers that are bald.
So, you know, that's a boxer's cut?
I guess, yeah. Oh, you know, from now on.
If someone comes in and asks for that, just fucking shave them down?
Yeah, just shave them bald, and you got to get them sweaty and put Vaseline on their face.
Before they leave?
Yeah, before they leave. Get them to spit into a little tub thing and rinse out and put in the mouthpiece.
I probably won't provide that haircut.
You know, oh, shit. No?
No.
There's not like a full-service sports haircut?
No, thanks. No.
Salon place?
Maybe there's a place out there like that. I think there was one in Edmonton.
Ooh, sports cuts.
I've definitely seen like vehicle ones, like where it's a tire for the sink, and then they're like the gas nozzle for like when you're washing the hair off and stuff.
That's awesome. That's kind of neat, eh?
Yeah, it's all like license plates and car stuff.
Dude cuts.
Yeah.
Masculine dude cuts. Formula 1 cuts.
Yeah, but chicks like that too now.
I guess. That's true.
Chicks can go to barbers.
4x4 cuts.
If they want it high and tight or whatever.
Drag race cuts. Got to be something in there.
I don't think there is. We looked,
hot rods. Ooh.
We looked on the interwebs, couldn't find anything.
It'd be like hot rods if you're like getting curling rods and stuff all the time. Is that a thing? Hot rods? No, that's not a thing.
No, that's just Audra's husband.
Hot rod.
It's Jason's auntie and uncle.
That's great.
Well, guys, I think that's.
I think we tied up some loose ends.
The end of the looseness.
You know,
it was a bit sloppy.
It was pretty sloppy and loose.
It could have been the margarita. Give you that. Just like Jason after one margarita.
Oh, half.
He gets all pissed up.
Yeah, half. Half
pissed
margarita.
up and gets nostalgic on his TV references that I've never seen. 2 or 3 or 4 bowls,
though. I know that helps.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Well.
Love you all very much. I'm JT, and that's BG.
Oh, yeah, that was the beginning of the episode.
Oh, shit. Where am I at?
You can find us on...
Oh, we're finishing the episode. Right, okay.
You can find us on...
Facebook and Instagram at We Can't Pick.
There you go.
Yeah, and send us a message, and...
You can tell us about any sports haircuts that you know of. Because we weren't able to find any. Jason's saying something here?
No, I Googled it a little bit, and, you know, it was all just like, hey, you want this sports-style haircut? And it was all just sort of high and tight stuff. That was all about it, you know, or 50 best mullets in sports. That kind of deal was what came up. So, not exactly the most, you know, telling thing.
So if you're a hairdresser out there and somebody comes to you about... a certain cut that's like the figure skater cut or something.
The Dorothy Hamill.
Yeah, let us know, you know. We're curious if there's any other sports out there. Like maybe there's a karate cut.
Ooh, I like that.
You know.
I want to get that, whatever it is. I don't even know what it is, but I want to get a karate cut. Yeah! It's where they just kick and punch the hair away from you. They're so fast that the hair just like runs away kind of deal. Or use like swords. There's that guy that uses swords and fire.
Hang you from the ceiling and then just cut it so everybody's going to get the same layered haircut.
Ooh, I like that.
Because they just hang you upside down and slice it.
Shoink. Yeah,
Will it
quick.
cut?
Will it cut?
It's like we got a game show in the back.
It will cut. Doug Marcaita's doing it there.
Yeah,
before it's
I've
on
seen
fire.
it where like they lay the person down and have their hair flat over the back of the end of the like a countertop kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have two like super duper sharp knives and they just like tick, 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 and like point cut basically into all the ends of the hair, and then you wind up with like a really shattered haircut at the end.
Yeah.
But I've also seen it where they do it super duper blunt too, but you got to have the thing underneath it to hi-ya
Cut against.
into.
I've seen ones where they use like swords, kind of, or like a
Yeah.
sword, sort of deal. And he sort of just
Are
like
you
almost
wrapping it
scrapes
all
it.
around the hair?
He like holds it and then scrapes it, sort of deal out. And then I've seen another one where he used fire.
Well, you don't want to
He
scrape
lit
the
it
hair.
all
You're
on
just
fire.
gonna shred the cuticle, and you're gonna have split ends.
Well,
Fuzzy.
but cut it with a sword though.
Is it super sharp and
that's
slicing,
pretty
or is
sweet.
it just all like
I assume
scraping
it's
it?
pre-sharpened of some type.
You're just as a PSA, guys. If your hair's ever getting scraped by your hairdresser, they need to sharpen their fucking shit right away.
With a sword, that'd be my first thing. I mean,
Well, even their
shing, he
scissors,
pulls
if
out
it's
this sword.
scraping it.
like,
An easy way to sharpen it, if it's all you got, take a little chunk of leather, like the little leather tag off the back of your Levi's 501s, rip that off there, use the other side, run it along the blade a few times, sharpen that bitch up, get you through.
finish off the episode with some sharpening tips for your scissors. That's so great.
Well, you don't be fucking scraping hair, that's bullshit.
No, nobody wants that.
Don't fucking scrape your hair. Wrapping it up in a nice little bow. I really hope you liked all of our stories. We don't really have an outro yet. We hope we didn't cause too many bories. That's when you get bored and you're like, fuck this, and you space out and you look over there. You don't want to quit listening 'cause you love us. And you're putting up with our shenanigans.